Drilling tries for meat deer with rifle and slugs. William Hovey Smith, 2024. We've taken drilling this morning out to the same stand we hunted with crossbow and muzzleloader, and we saw no deer then, and we saw no deer now. That's rather disappointing. Now, previously, we identified a scrape there, and I believe I have shot the deer day before yesterday. It probably made that scrape. And it has not been worked since. And a little further up, we have a feeder. You see it on its white stand there. And nothing has visited it, except birds. Yeah, we've had several flocks of finches in, and a few other species from time to time, grabbing stuff out of the feeder, but no deer and no hog. Okay. Well, it's about 11 o'clock. We're going to pull out. I left some ribbons up from where I got the deer a couple of days ago. So I'm going to go and take those down. This is the second of a series of hunts being done with the Sour and Son drilling. And the drilling is 16 gauge shotgun tubes with an 8x57 JR rifle barrel. This rifle barrel uses the old style 8mm bullet instead of the JRS, which uses a larger diameter Spilitzer bullet. Consequently, in shooting and drilling, one has to be very careful about the ammunition you get for it. This is also a rimmed cartridge rather than a rimless, as is the 8mm Mauser. On today's hunt, we got out here in the blind at 8 o'clock, a little later than yesterday, and we saw one deer, good sized deer, couldn't tell whether it was male or female, coming in on the road, as well as a yearling buck, which would have been a good eating deer, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I've shot a nice buck already, day before yesterday, so now I'm looking for some nice tender meat for the freezer. And yearlings do very, very well for that score. But this morning, we saw nothing in our food plot. A food plot many of you have seen before. And I have hunted turkeys out of here, and I have hunted for hog out of here, and have on occasion shot deer out of here. Last February, the last time I was here, there were 8 deer running around in this very field, but none this morning. Well, so we pull out and try again. The deer apparently, now that we've had rain, seem to like the other end of the place, because I suspect there are just more acorns on the ground that they haven't had a chance to clean them up yet. So, it looks like we're going to relocate back at the larger food plot next setup. My objective with this series of hunts is to take deer with both the 16 gauge rifle slug as well as a rifle cartridge. I shot them last year, and you'll see a number of videos about the drilling, what the guns are and how they evolved, plus my work with various loads, including everything from .22 long rifle to these cartridges that you see here. And we are once more set up in our tire stand over our large food plot, where a few days ago I shot a very interesting buck. And we have a video up about that, of course. And right now it is 2 days later, mid-afternoon, and I'm about to set up for something else. We've hunted this blind with muzzleloader, and in particular with this pistol, which now has a cartridge cylinder in it for 45 long Colt. Interesting, and I've killed deer with this pistol before, and we have a video up about that one as well. But now we have our Sauer and Son drilling. The German 3-barrel gun, which is 16 gauge shotgun tubes, and an 8x57 JR rifle barrel. Interestingly enough, when Helene came through, we had an interesting series of events. I lost 2 deer blinds, for example, that were blown down. Got some house damage. But in the aftermath of the storm, we had flights of geese over this field. And I shoot geese. The problem is that I had no goose loads for the 16 gauge. Matter of fact, goose loads for 16 gauge are not commonly found anywhere, but they are available if you look for them. And in particular, I managed to order a box of heavy bismuth made by Heavy Shot that does a tungsten iron shot shell. But these are bismuth loads and consequently are rated safe for double-barrel guns. And the drilling being a heavier 16 gauge than usual, I think would be particularly adaptable for these. Well, we may have another storm system coming. So today I'm going to set up a duck blind in the middle of this field and put goose decoys out. Now, I have done this previous years without any success. But if you don't try, you don't have any chance at all. And so we're going to try that again. If the next storm system comes close enough, well, we may have some luck. But we've got our loads now. We're going to take them and we're going to pattern them out of this gun, see what they'll do, set up our blind location, and if conditions are suitable, occupy it and actually try it out. We're set up in a new spot in a newly configured hunting area this morning. And we came in today about 8 o'clock, a little later than usual than I like to get here. But we are alone on the place today. There's no one else here. And the area has been reconfigured. The land manager has run a dozer through here. And he's also reinstalled a feeder and moved it up a little bit. So we have a feeder in front of us about 50 yards away, which is in prime range for drilling here, which is loaded with 2 16 gauge slugs as well as an 8x57 JR rifle cartridge. Perfectly capable of taking deer at that range. And in addition, we also brought 2 of our brand new bismuth loads with me, just in case I happen to have a goose come straight over the top of me. Pure chance. There are geese on the pond. We heard them. Didn't fly much that we could see. But but you never know when you might have a chance encounter. One thing I haven't shown you about the drilling is that, guess what? You can load it and unload it silently. You don't have the clankety clank clanks that you have with pumps and semi-autos. No. So deer can be right there. And you can swap out a load if you need to. Well, heard only one shot right after dawn this morning. And absolutely nothing since. It's a Sunday. There are fewer people in the woods, but there are still a goodly number, I would think. Deer just ain't doing much. There was timber cutting above me for a while this morning, unusual for a Sunday, but that didn't seem to do anything. So we're going to pull out and have the rest of our Sunday, and I'll not come back today, I don't believe. But we'll show you the rest of the setup. Swinging the camera around, you can see the feeder out front, and generally the area that I keep cleared. I come through here with my lawnmower and actually mow it down, but I'm going to have to do something with these humps in the lawn. Yeah, that's just too much for a lawnmower to take. I'm not going to run it through that. I have to come out with a grubbing hoe and grub those down a bit. But you can see the feeder, and beyond that is a strip of green planted food plot. Now looking down in the planted strip of the pines, you can see clover. And it looks like there are a few radishes or something in here too. Back in the other direction, you can see where I was set up. The PVC around the legs are to keep raccoons out of it, basically, who will actually raid this thing right regularly, and do. Support this channel by buying my outdoor books, business books, and novels, which make excellent holiday gifts or for presentation to your library. Why, my outdoor books will even tell you how to cook your Christmas turkey. Yeah, we do that in a couple of those. So, happy holidays, and look forward to seeing you in future episodes. We're set up on another food plot today, and this is a smallish, very tight food plot, and I am ill set up on it. I'm right out front. I've got 3 trails, one this way, one this way, one this way coming into me, but I can't see the deer until they're right on top of me. Consequently, I have my drilling all camoed and really planning to use the rifle slugs if anything showed. With 2 slug barrels and a rifle barrel, yeah, if I can't get it down in 3 shots, that's pretty bad. So, we've been here since 7:15. It was red sky when we came in this morning. Cloudless today. Saw no deer, hear no shots, and what I think I'm going to do is get ready for waterfowl hunting on Tuesday or Wednesday. What's happening, we have a weather system coming in. As mentioned before, I got some bismuth. Yeah. So we're going to break out this morning, go back, target that bismuth in this gun, and get that food plot ready to hunt. And by that, I'm going to mow down some stuff and also pre-position some stools so I can just go in and sit. And when the geese start coming in, as they might well, I'll be able to move a little bit in the plot itself, set up quickly, and then take them with some considerable good luck and a great deal of chance. But that's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to be about doing that. And see you at the target range. You can see the ladder stand on that tree, which is in need of serious help. The ladder certainly is salvageable. About the rest of the stand, not nearly so certain about. But there are some smaller trees beside it that I can put another stand on. But I can put a climbing stand on that tree, and that would be much better, I think. And this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.